Penguin Random House Audio presents The Return Journey by Maeve Binchy. Read by Fionnula Flanagan.
The Return Journey. Mother, darling, it's even more green and beautiful than you said. Having a really wonderful time. We'll write soon. Keep well and happy. Gina. Freda, the card I sent yesterday was for the neighbors, or rather for you and your paranoia about the neighbors. Anyway, its purpose was that it could be left around and looked at, spied on, and inspected by them. The truth is that the place is a shambles. It's raining so hard I can't see whether it's green or yellow. The truth is that I still feel hurt and unhappy and not at all like writing letters. The truth is that I must care about you a great deal. Otherwise, why am I letting that call from the airport get to me so badly? I believed you when you said you'd watch for the mail. I will write. But just now there's nothing to say. Try not to worry about what people think and say. Honestly, they aren't thinking and saying much about us at all. They have their own problems. Gina. Darling Gina, you called me Freda instead of Mom. I wondered about that for a long while. I suppose it means you're growing up, growing away. I told myself it meant you liked me more, thought of me as an equal, a friend. Then I told myself that it meant you liked me less, that you were distancing yourself. For someone who claims there's nothing to say, you sure have a lot to say. You say I am paranoid about the neighbors? Well, let me tell you that Mrs. Franks came in to say she couldn't help reading your nice postcard, and wasn't it wonderful that Gina was having such a good time? So, do they look or do they not? You say that you were upset by the call from Kennedy Airport. It was you who called me, Gina. I just said, write me often. You are the one who was crying. I was the one who says what any normal mother says to a daughter traveling abroad, going to Europe. I said, I'd like it if you wrote to me. Is that so emotionally draining? Does it deserve the lecture, the sermon, the order not to live my life by other people's dictates? But I only say all this so that you'll know I'm still me, still the same prickly, jumpy, thin-skinned mother I always was. I like you to call me Freda. Don't stop now because you think I've taken it and run with it, that I've read into it more than there is. And don't stop writing to me, Gina. You know I didn't want you to go to Ireland, but I did say, I always said, it was an unreasonable feeling on my part. There are so many things I want to hear about Ireland, and so many I don't. I think I want you to tell me that it's beautiful and sad, and that I did the only possible thing by leaving it, and leaving it so finally. I think that's what I want you to say in your letters, and when you come home. I love you, Gina, if that's not too draining. Freda. I'm calling you nothing in this letter in case we get another long analysis. I had an odd day today. I left the B&B, which is fine. Small room, small house, nice woman, kept telling me about her son in Boston, who's an illegal. I thought she meant the IRA, but she meant working in a bar without a proper visa or a green card. Anyway, I was walking down the street, small houses, hundreds of kids roaming around when school's out. The country is like a big school playground in many ways. And I saw a bus. It said, Doonglass. It was half full. I put out my hand and it stopped. I asked the driver, where is Doonglass? And he told me. Well, I said, isn't Doonglass not a house, a big house? He said, no, it was a town. Mom, why didn't you tell me it was a town? What else did you not tell me? I got off the bus. I told him I had changed my mind. Back at the B&B, the woman was happy. She had heard from her son, the illegal. It was cold in Boston, lots of ice and snow. I asked her about Doonglass. She said it was a village. She said it was a nice kind of a place, quiet, peaceful, but not a place to go in the middle of winter. It would scald your heart, she said. Why didn't you say it was a village that would scald your heart? Why did you let me think for years that it was a big old house with Doon gloss on the gate? You even told me what it meant. Doon, a fort, and gloss meaning green. That much is true, I checked. But what else is? Gina. Gina, my love. I wish you'd call. I tried to get a number for you, but they don't do street listings like we do. It's 5 days since you wrote. It will be 5 days until you get this. 10 days could have changed everything. You may have been there by now, for all I know. I never told you it was a house, never. Our house didn't have a name, that's all. It was a big house, it did have gates. It was the biggest house in Doon Gloss, which wasn't saying anything great. I just didn't talk about any of it. There are things in your life we don't go over and over. Go see Doon Gloss. Go on a day when there is light and even watery winter sunshine. Go on a day when you might be able to walk down by the lake. Go see the house. Your grandmother is dead and in the churchyard on the hill. There is no one who will know you, but tell people if you want to. Tell them your mother came from Doon Gloss and left it. I don't think you will tell them. They're always saying that most people are not remotely interested in the lives and doings of others. I love you, and I will tell you anything you want to know. Your mother, Freda, in case you have forgotten my name. Freda, stop playing silly games and let us stop having an argument by mail. Yes, I will go to Dunglass when I'm ready. And don't talk to me about my grandmother. She was never allowed to be a grandmother to me. Her name was not spoken to me. I got no letters, no presents. There were no pictures of me in a granny's brag book on this side of the Atlantic. The woman who lies in the churchyard on the hill is your mother. That's the relationship. You might as well face it. Her name was Mrs. Hayes. That's all I know. You were Freda Hayes, so my granny was Mrs. Hayes. Don't lecture me, Freda, about forgetting your name. You never even told me hers. Gina. Dear Gina, I have begun this letter 12 times. This is the 13th attempt. I will send it no matter what. Her name was Annabel. She was tall and straight. She walked as if she owned Doon Gloss, and in a way she did. It was her family who had the big house. My father married in, as they say. I never knew why they sent me away to boarding school, why they made me leave such a lovely home. Peggy, who looked after me, used to whisper about rows and ornaments being broken, but I couldn't believe that my dad could be like Peggy said he was. 2 men, one man sober and another man drunk. Everyone admired my mother because she ran the place, even after my father went away. She never asked for sympathy. She was cold, Gina. She made herself cold and hard. She used to say to me that we didn't need their sympathy, their pity. We needed only their admiration. Perhaps some of that has rubbed off on me. Perhaps I care too much about people thinking well of me, rather than being natural. She had only one daughter, as I have. We could have been more alike than I ever realized. I can't write any more. I love you. I wish you were here, or I were there. No, I don't wish I were there. I can never go to Doon Gloss. But I want you to go and to get some peace and some of your history from it. Freda. Dear Freda, thanks for your letter. I think I'll cool it a bit on all the emotion. Don't forget I have Italian blood as well. The mix is too heady. I could explode. The days are getting brighter. I've been to Wicklow a lot. It's so beautiful. And I went farther south, Wexford. The riverbank is like something from a movie. And Waterford. The illegal is home from Boston. His name is Shay. He's very funny about Boston, but I think he wasn't happy there. He says his dream is to have a little cottage in Wicklow and write songs. It's not a bad dream. I have no dreams, really. I'm...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?